Hello, Andrew Hoagland here, Chief Technical Officer of Direct Business Marketing, and in this video we're going to go over our marketing assessment. And this document, the goal of this document is to lay some foundational work, as it were, so that you understand a good marketing plan base, and also to ask specific questions to assist you on deciding how to go about marketing and where to potentially spend your marketing dollars. Okay, this is a document that we go through with all of our clients to help them get a grasp of where they are right now, where they want to go basically, and where the marketing dollars should be spent. So first, a quick overview about direct business marketing. We are specifically a direct response marketing advertising firm. We are focused on sales. That's all we think about. That's all we do. That's all we focus on. And to do that, we align ourselves with our clients' goals. A brick and mortar store is going to have a different set of goals from an online store, different set of goals from a relationship business, a different set of goals from maybe a real estate person. Every business has a different set of goals, and we align ourselves and focus on bringing your goals out. So our philosophy on how to market is kind of a threefold philosophy. First, we create a plan, then we execute that plan, and then we measure the ROI to ensure that money was made, because that's really the end goal, and measure success. Okay, so many small businesses spend money and have no idea if their marketing is making them any money, and that is just something that is unacceptable. Every dollar, the goal would be that every dollar that you spend for marketing can be accounted for and directly linked to sales, so that you know how much money that you've made and how what kind of ROI you're seeing. So in creating a plan and executing the plan, we have discovered a set of what we call marketing truths. So these are things that we have found to be true no matter what you're selling and no matter what you're marketing. I'm just going to kind of walk through them quickly. The first one is build a better bridge, and this marketing truth has to do with online marketing. It actually delves into some offline marketing, but the idea is that you have to know what your potential clients are searching for as it relates to your product and service, and you have to know if they're not searching for your product and service. And if they're not searching for you specifically, you need to find out what they're searching for and build a bridge between the two. A good example of this would be, let's take real estate for example. A home buyer is looking for a home, but what you're really selling as a realtor is your expertise and your knowledge. So you see how those two are disconnected from each other. So you need to build a bridge between the home search that they're doing and your expertise. Now there's some industries where this you don't have to worry about this. That you're a low-cost leader. You're selling iPads. The person's looking for iPads. Boom. There's no bridge necessary. You're selling exactly what they're looking for. But for some businesses, this is key. The next one is capture and correspond with your community. This is crucial. So many businesses out there don't have a list and aren't building a community around their current client list. And there's really two different lists we're talking about. We have potential customers who have never bought, and then we have current customers who have purchased. And you should be going after both of them, obviously. Looking at your current customers and building a community and potentially selling them other products and services, or at least building a solid community where they'll start to recommend you. The other thing would be potential current or leads or potential clients. You can start building a community around that list as well. So if you're not capturing those right now, shame on you. The next one is what we call classify your commerce. your business is going to fall into three general groups. You have price-based product, so hey, low price, low price, low price. You have relationship-based product, where the product isn't as directly associated with price; it's more as relationship. And so a lot of times these are the businesses where the consumers will say, "Well, I got a guy or I got a girl who does this for me." Okay, those are kind of relationship businesses. And then there's new products that are totally invented and they're brand new and no one knows about them. So you need to know where you fall into, because marketing is going to be different. And the problem that businesses have is they don't recognize where they fall and they market the wrong way. If I am in a price-based business, then marketing my relationship is totally irrelevant. Or if I'm in a relationship-based business, focusing on price is irrelevant. Okay. The next one is current content is king. And I think if you've done any sort of SEO research, you've heard this phrase. And it really is, search engines are looking for content. And if you're looking to generate organic search engine leads, then you have to create current content. The next one is, are customers conscious of your company? This is not only are conscious of your company, but conscious of your product or service in the marketplace. How aware are they of what you're doing? If you're selling, let's say, high-end financial products, then you're going to have a different set of clients. If you're selling a consumer-based product, then you might have a wide range of customers and a wide knowledge base. Go back to the iPad. If I'm selling an iPad, I might have consumers that know all the specs and know what they mean, and other consumers that don't have a clue what a gigabyte is. Okay, so you need to know where your customers fall into that region, or which region I should say they fall into. The next one is increase in income, and this is something that's so basic, and when I talk about it, it's going to make so much sense, but we never think about this, or a lot of small businesses don't, that there's only really three ways to make money. Three ways to make money in your business. One, sell to more people, so increase sales. Two, sell more to your existing clients. So that kind of goes with sell to more people, but number one would be get new clients. Number two would be sell more to your current clients, and number three would be increase your prices and sell the same amount. Okay, if I'm selling something for $100 and I raise my price to $200, I only need to get 50% as many clients. Okay, so the key is to always be looking at these three things and say, do I have a campaign in place to get new clients? Do I have a campaign in place to sell more to my existing clients? And overall, should I be raising the price or lowering the price of my product, depending on where you are? Next, we have mindful of marketing money, and we kind of talked about this. You need to be mindful of your money. You need to know where it's going and be able to track ROI. Okay. The next one is 3 things to tease. Now, this is really heavily focused on the relationship type business. So in a relationship type business, when someone first gets your marketing, they're really looking for 3 things. They're looking for a trusted advisor, they're looking for a solution to their problem, and they're looking for proof or value in advance. Okay, so when you're looking to do relationship selling, you need to consider those 3 elements. And finally, we have video views victory. Simply stated, people love video. Video just sells. Talking about your product or service is going to get a lot more done than actually writing about it. So video definitely sells. So on to our actual marketing plan in general. So those were some foundational items. Here's an overview of creating the plan or creating a marketing campaign. Okay, you need to generate eyeballs on your product or service. You need them to become a lead. You need to then store the lead, and then you need to nurture the sale. Now, depending on your business, some of these are compacted and quicker. If I'm in an e-commerce business, then capture the lead, store the lead, and nurture the sale all happens at the same time, right as I check out. Okay, there's no real lead process. It's a e-commerce transaction. But in general, we want to think about these steps. Okay. Next, when creating the marketing plan, we want to consider client types. So client types are different client groups or subsets of groups that exist in your business that you sell to. Some businesses may just have one client type. Other businesses may have a variety of client types. Now, I'm not specifically talking about demographics here. It can fall into different type of client. Like an easy one would be like the end user and wholesalers. Say you sell to wholesalers and you sell to end users. That'd be two different types of clients. Okay. Now, typically when we're doing this initial marketing assessment, we ask you to look at your most desired or most common client type. Okay. Next, we need to know what is success. We need to know how are we going to judge success. Are we looking for leads? Are we looking for sales? If you're e-commerce and you're looking for sales. If you're relationship business, then you're looking kind of for leads, and it's an internal process to convert those leads into sales. Okay, what are your goals? So think about these items. Next, we have so we've kind of laid the foundation. We've talked about the marketing campaign in general. We're going to generate views, capture the lead, store the lead, and nurture the lead. So how are we going to generate these views? What are the mediums that we're going to use to generate eyeballs, basically, on our products? Okay, so we've taken different mediums and different ways to generate the eyeballs, and created questions around these different mediums to assist you in deciding on where you should spend your marketing dollars. Okay, so for example, website creation. If you answer yes to these questions, then you probably need a new website, or potentially just a facelift on your current website. Okay, mobile optimized. Okay, mobile is a big thing. People are online searching. So much of business is done mobilely these days that it's something that you should consider in your business. Next, we have the e-commerce. E-commerce involves anything from like shopping cart or invoice payments or membership sites or monthly payment, recurring payments, all these types of things. Basically having any of your clients pay for any of your products or services using a credit card kind of falls under e-commerce. And there's a lot of questions to help decide what kind of e-commerce you should go into. Next, we have search engines, or organic searching, if you will. So look at these questions. And as a subset of search engines, there's different things that you can go into for search engines. You have paid, like pay-per-click marketing, SEM, SEO, those types of things. So that falls under the search engines. Then you have social networking. Is your business and are your clients utilize social networking to the degree where it can make you a nice ROI? And then finally, we have offline marketing. There's many different things that you can do offline. Obviously there's the print marketing that you can mail out to webinars and seminars and workshops, and advertising in journals and articles and radio. So many things that you can do. So some questions to help you there. Then we also have joint market campaign. A joint marketing campaign is a strategic alliance where two or more non-competing parties who share the same client type form a partnership to actively market each other's products or services. Okay, if almost every business you can find a joint marketing partner. We've done joint marketing partnerships between like insurance agents and jewelers, so it can be way diverse vertical market, but they had common client types. Okay, so start to brainstorm people that you can go after for joint venture marketing. Now, in a good joint venture marketing campaign, in a good partnership, you're actively marketing each other's products. If it's a one-way street, then this will fall down quickly. So definitely look at a two-way street. Budget. You need to look at how much money you can spend per month on your marketing. I know it's a question not everybody wants to answer, but you have to answer it. Finally, we're on the capture section. So we've talked about the generate the views, and now we need to capture them. Where are you going to store this data? Do you have a CRM? That sort of thing. But specifically with capture, we're talking about, what is the offer? What kind of value add are you going to bring? Now the capture process, again, if you're a straight shopping cart e-commerce, these steps aren't as important because it's all kind of rolled into one. But if you're relationship selling, this is imperative. Okay, what's the intermediate step? Instead of, if you're selling, let's say you're selling insurance, or let's say you're a lawyer, you're selling legal services. Well, you may not get them to sign up and pay right then and there for, hey, pay me ahead of time for 2 hours of consulting. That's probably not going to happen. Okay, and they're probably not going to immediately online, sign an agreement to agree to have you to be a lawyer. So what kind of is the middle step where you can get them to kind of raise their hand and say, yeah, I would like to connect with you and I would like more information. And then the storing of the leads. What kind of CRM system do you have? Where are we putting the leads? That sort of thing. You have to keep that in mind. And then finally, nurturing the leads. Do you have a sales? What's your sales kind of funnel, if you will? What's your sales steps? Do you have a system in place to contact on-the-fence leads? Do you have a system in place to nurture your community by providing non-sales information to your current clients? To have them think, oh, they're not always trying to sell me, and then potentially provide sales information to your current clients. Okay, nurture your list. Then finally, executing the plan. You have to execute. So what's the timetable for execution? And we want to be realistic. And then finally, measure the results. Okay, make sure that you measure. Up above we talked about the goals that you're going to have in your business, and is it sales, or is it leads, or how are we measuring success of the campaign? And be specific. Leads that come through this web form, and those types of things. So that's our marketing assessment. I hope this video was helpful, walking through how to use the marketing assessment and things to keep in mind. Again, this is Andrew Hoagland with Direct Business Marketing, kind of signing off.